The championship matchup we've all been waiting for is finally here. We got the OnePlus 8 Pro going head-to-head against the current champ in the Galaxy S20 Ultra. Now, taking a look at the spec sheets, both of these phones are powered by the same Snapdragon 865. Both of these phones have really fast storage, and really the big difference here comes down to RAM, with the OnePlus 8 Pro that we're testing having 12GB of RAM, while the S20 Ultra has a ridiculous 16GB. Now, I don't really expect the RAM to play a role in that second lap, since both of these phones have more than enough RAM to keep all the apps open. But in the first lap, there is a chance that the extra RAM on the S20 Ultra could actually give it an advantage, depending on how aggressive Samsung is with their app caching. If the S20 Ultra ends up caching apps better than the OnePlus 8 Pro, it could have faster boot up times. Of course, OnePlus is kind of known for their optimizations, so this thing can honestly go either way. I'm excited to see what happens. Let's get right into it. This video is sponsored by iBlazon. There's something special about a case that actually adds a new feature to your phone. With the Transformer case by iBlazon, the built-in kickstand lets you enjoy the S20's big screen hands-free while watching videos in landscape, and it also works in portrait, which is perfect for video calls. iBlazon has a number of other cases available in their range, like their new Aries case that comes with a built-in screen protector that works with the S20's fingerprint scanner. Just search S20 case by iBlazon on Amazon or click on the link in the description to learn more. Alright, we'll kick things off by starting the stopwatches on each phone and then jumping into the first row, where the two phones perform identically in Facebook and roughly the same in Starbucks, so heading into Microsoft Word, we'll see if one of them can create at least some kind of separation here, where the OnePlus 8 Pro does just that, pulling ahead as it moves on to Excel, and from the looks of it, it's able to run it through that app faster as well, giving it a nice little cushion as both phones move on to the second row and begin working on Snapseed, where each phone is editing the same exact photo, adding not one, but two different filters before exporting the image out to storage, where this time, the S20 Ultra is able to keep the OnePlus from pulling any further ahead, meaning here in Lapsit, the S20 Ultra is still right there in this thing. And from the looks of it, it's actually rendering this video at a faster rate, so we might just see a comeback here, where yes, the S20 Ultra is able to take the lead for the first time in the speed test, already moving on to Google Trends. So a pretty big turnaround there, kind of surprising given the similar specs, but the S20 is proving that it wasn't just a fluke, loading Google Trends at a faster rate while absolutely blowing through Subway Surfers, giving the S20 Ultra what may be the biggest lead that we've seen so far, and at least in flip diving, that lead only gets bigger with the champ loading that game faster as well, so the OnePlus 8 Pro is in some serious trouble here. So far it's loaded the last 4 apps in a row at a slower rate, and unfortunately it's slower in Fit the Fat as well. So as it gets started with forward assault, the S20 Ultra already moves on to the last row, where it's able to pull not one, but 2 apps ahead with very little runway left here in the first lap. We'll see if the OnePlus can at least cut down on that lead before it's too late, but with it loading ESPN slower as well, the S20 Ultra is able to finish that first lap with a time of 1 minute and 47 seconds, with the OnePlus 8 Pro finishing just under 8 seconds later with a time of 1 minute and 55. So a very interesting first lap there. The difference was consistent across all of our test trials, and outside of maybe 3 or 4 apps, the S20 Ultra had the edge over the OnePlus in all the apps, with the big ones of course being the video render and the gaming row. Now, considering that both of these phones don't get bogged down too much with heat, I think the difference here came down to optimization, if not on the phone side, then on the developer side. But either way, the S20 Ultra was able to finish the test first with a time of 2 minutes and 23 seconds, with the OnePlus 8 Pro coming in with a time of 2.5 minutes flat, making the winner, and still PhoneBuff style speed test champ, the Galaxy S20 Ultra. Anyways, that is it for me in this video. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the very next episode.